Refined carbohydrates are often the quiet background noise of the modern diet. White bread in your sandwich, pasta at dinner, rice as a default side dish. They're easy, comforting, and everywhere. But while most people worry about these foods in terms of blood sugar and weight gain, there's another consequence that doesn't get nearly enough attention: their sneaky role in uric acid accumulation. They may not contain purines, but refined carbs have a backdoor key to your uric acid levels, and they're using it frequently, especially if you're overloading on them day after day. Let's start with the basics. Refined carbs are stripped of fiber, nutrients, and any real structural complexity. What's left is mostly starch, pure, rapidly digestible starch with a high glycemic index. That means they spike your blood sugar quickly, which prompts your body to release insulin in large amounts. Now here's where things take a metabolic turn. Chronically elevated insulin levels reduce your kidney's ability to excrete uric acid. Insulin, for all its importance, also happens to tell your kidneys to hang on to uric acid like it's a precious resource. So the more refined carbs you eat, the more insulin you produce, and the harder it becomes for your body to get rid of excess uric acid. In other words, white bread isn't just a neutral filler. It's like a stealthy accomplice in a biochemical crime, making it harder for your kidneys to flush out what they're supposed to. That plate of white spaghetti might not contain a single purine, but it could still be laying the groundwork for your next gout flare by jamming the exit doors to uric acid elimination. Over time, the effect multiplies. As insulin resistance builds, a common side effect of high refined carb intake, your body becomes even worse at clearing out uric acid. So now you're not only producing too much insulin in response to those starchy meals, you're also becoming less responsive to that insulin, further stressing your system. Uric acid builds up, silently and steadily, until one day your toe starts screaming, and your doctor starts explaining what gout is in a tone that suggests it's partially your fault. And don't think you're off the hook just because your carbs are white rice from the health food store, or your bread has a rustic-looking label. If it's not whole grain and doesn't have fiber, it's still a refined carb. Even enriched, white bread is just white bread with a multivitamin band-aid slapped on top. Your body isn't fooled. Neither are your kidneys. Another overlooked issue is that refined carbs often form the base of meals that are already high in sodium, low in hydration, and paired with sugary drinks or fatty meats. This combo creates a perfect storm: increased insulin, reduced uric acid clearance, dehydration, and inflammatory overload. You're not eating a balanced meal. You're digging a small hole in your metabolic health with every bite of garlic bread. Refined carbs may seem innocent compared to red meat, seafood, or alcohol, but they operate subtly, degrading your uric acid management system over time. They're not loud and obvious. They're slow and relentless, which makes them dangerous in a completely different way. You won't feel it after one sandwich. But after months or years of eating like this, your uric acid levels start to resemble a problem you didn't see coming until it showed up in your joints like a surprise eviction notice. So here's your not-so-gentle reminder. Refined carbs may not contain uric acid triggers on the label, but they absolutely contribute to the dysfunction that allows uric acid to build up in the first place. If you're serious about managing your levels or avoiding that dreaded first flare, start by swapping white bread for whole grain, trading white rice for brown or quinoa, and rethinking that daily pasta habit. Because if you keep treating refined carbs like harmless comfort food, your body might respond with a painful, swollen wake-up call that no breadstick is worth.